Okay, got this thing cleaned up. I don't know if you've been following us any or not. Uh, we've been a couple weeks trying to get this done. I had some health issues and stuff, so we're getting back to it today. This thing has been back when I owned it previously. I had uh, sold it to a gentleman, and he wanted a choke tube put in it. So it's been reamed and threaded and everything for a Remington choke tube system. Got these modified chokes. They stick out a little bit, look kind of weird, but that's just kind of the way it's going to have to be with those. First thing you have to do is take that out. You cannot, well, you probably could load it with the choke tube in, but it'd be difficult. So just take the choke tube out. First thing you're going to do, we're going to do this by volume. This is always done, shotgun, black powder shotgun's always done by volume. This here's a little Lee shot measure. Goes from 7/8 to, I think it's an ounce and, I'm not sure, ounce and something. Pretty heavy loads. Anyway, ounce and a half. So goes to pretty heavy loads, but I'm just going to run 7/8, so that's 7/8. So the first thing you're going to do is load this with 2F black powder. You can use substitute black powder, or in this case, we're using real black powder. GoX 2F powder. Again, you're going to do this by volume, so this is 7/8 of an ounce of a load by volume, not by weight. And I always take and tap it, so make sure it gets down there. Then you're going to take what's called a nitro card wad. It's an over the powder wad. You can also use oxy-yoke felt wads that have been lubed. I haven't played with these any yet. I will in the future, but right now I'm going with my old standard load that I always use with this gun. You drop this down, and you got to make sure that it gets down there going flush, and that you're not going sideways. So you want to, when you get it past the threads, and it's a little difficult to get past them threads. Once you do, you gotta take it all the way down, and it goes pretty tight, and goes all the way down until you're on that powder. Okay, you want to make sure you get on that powder. Then you're going to take a fiber wad. This is cushion your shot. This is like the wad, a plastic wad in a shotgun. It cushions the shot as it's coming out, makes better burn, just does better. So you stick that down in there, and you do the same thing. You make sure it goes down straight. And they are difficult to get down past all those threads, but not undoable. Take that all the way down until you're on top of the powder card, shot card that I put in there earlier. So now you're going to put your powder, or your shot in. Again, by this little deal, and it's 7/8 of a shot. That goes down. Then you've got an over the shot card. Basically, it's a piece of cardboard that goes down over there. And what this does is this holds your shot in place and keeps it from coming out. I always kind of look down in there, make sure it's going straight. You're probably going to get some blowback pressure because this is pretty tight, and sometimes it kind of gets to wanting to blow back if you're trying to ram it down real fast. So I always just kind of go a little slower. Don't just get real crazy with it. You can hear it. It's letting all that powder out of there, and then it comes down till it's done. Now I've got a couple of deals here where I have. I don't know if you can see that, Robert, or not. Where I've marked my ramrod, and what that does is that makes sure that I'm down. This one's a little fairly close. This one's a little bit better. I think this was my original one. I think that's been put on after, but that makes sure, and that's probably an ounce shot load or something there. But that makes it to where you can visualize and see, okay, I'm down where I need to be so that there's no air gap in between the breech and the whole shot column, because that's bad with black powder. You want it down tight up against it. So we're good. We've got all that in there. That'll hold the shot in there. Next thing we do is we put our choke tube back in. These are long-winded threads. All right, choke tube is back in. So now we'll take it outside. Only other thing, this thing is ready to shoot. The only other thing we got to do is prime it with a cap and shoot it. So we'll go outside and we'll show us doing that.